like a little stray cat home. You drill a hole in the side of them, like in the winter. So I don't check with like some of the pet rescues, because they may use them or give them out.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's get things rolling. Garrett, do you want to share the presentation, or do you want me to?
I can do that.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do it? So today, we're going to be a little faster today. I know all of you guys are busy, so I want to respect your time. You know, I know we're getting into the heat of busy season. Everyone's busy. There's buyers, you know, listing. You know, it's getting into that time of year where people are starting to run around a little bit more. You can go to the next one, Garrett. So we're gonna end at a little bit short here, just so you guys can have some extra time in your day. So let's just start off. Who's winning? Give us some wins. Give us something positive. What's going on good in your worlds right now? Who's got something positive they want to share? I know there's a lot of good stuff going on. If you're muted, just unmute yourself and go ahead and speak on up. I'm gonna call on people if you guys don't talk. I know there's something good.
I'll say something. This is Janice. My best friend started real estate school in Charlotte on Tuesday.
Beautiful. Is she going to be KW?
Yes. Yep.
Is she going to put you as her sponsor?
Absolutely. We've been friends since second grade. She has no choice.
Yeah, that's the best. And if you guys don't know, it's if you have a friend anywhere in the country, they can join Keller Williams and they can add you as a sponsor and they'll be in your downline. So you can have people all over the country making profit share from. So that's pretty cool. That's definitely good news. Who else? What else is good? Catherine, I know you have good news. I'm looking at you. I know you have good stuff.
I'm getting some really. That Catherine. I'm sorry.
Oh, both Catherines. Whoever wants to go ahead.
I'm getting some good responses from Facebook ads.
Oh, really?
I'm excited about Facebook ads, and I'm getting some good responses.
Good. We like that. Very cool.
I just set my third listing active this week. It's coming soon. 2 months in the biz. Here we go.
So 2 months in the business and your third listing.
Yeah, and I just closed my fourth or fifth deal this week. So yeah.
Already? Wow. Why? What do you think? Let's just spotlight you a little bit. What's causing some success? What's like one thing that you're doing that's working?
Social media.
In what way?
I got 4 listings from my neighborhood group. I'm in a neighborhood Facebook group, and I got 4 listings from that group so far.
Wow. So what are you posting in the group to get listings?
Oh, it's like I could probably teach a class on how to to do your neighborhood groups. But I mainly come from contribution. I show that I'm a member of the community, but suddenly I never want to say I'm a realtor. So I post my clients need a landscaper, even if they don't need a landscaper, I pretend they do. My clients need a plumber, or I have a client that's looking for a house, the XYZ. And then I become friends with like the top handyman people, the top landscapers in the area, and then they refer me to all their people. It's a whole thing, but yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah, you should teach a class on that, because that's very interesting. I feel like that's nowadays that kind of like that's lead generation, by the way. It's just a different way to do it. It's not calling expireds every day, but that's definitely work, and it's purposeful work to get business. I love that. It's kind of networking in a way, isn't it?
Yeah. And I mean, there is, letter writing to the different handyman people, making your introductions, that kind of stuff. And then making sure that you are friends, you get all the people who live in that neighborhood in that Facebook group who know you and love you and will shout you out. So wow. I'm getting shouted out more than like some big names, which makes my heart soar.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to you. We're gonna get you on the calendar to teach a class on that. That's very interesting. Cool. Love it. Good. Who else? What else is good? What's other good news?
Great class.
Yeah.
Really good class yesterday. I think people who want to lead a team
there's a lot of deer in headlights, like, fans of what you could make your business. So I thought that was cool. You did a good
Thank
job.
you.
And
Appreciate that.
Audrey did great.
Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, it was a good turnout for it was, I think, the first in-person class that I've taught in a long time. So that was really fun, really, really good to be back in front of people. It was really cool. We'll do that again. That's something we're going to continue to improve on and teach more on. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. Thank you. I appreciate that, Janelle. Thanks for providing lunch and coming yesterday. We appreciate you for that. One more. What else is good? One more good news.
We have a new team member right here. We have Kathy Hughes as our new team member, me and Karen and Monica. So you passed your test, what, Monday?
Last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Very cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, welcome. We appreciate it. Happy to have you here. All right, Gary, let's keep it moving. We can do this. So we're going to bump into some gratitude. So who has some love that they want to share? Who are they thankful for? Do you have anybody that you want to give a shout out to in the office? What are you grateful for? Yeah.
I do. I want to thank Irene. I was in the office about 2 months ago and we were chatting. I was running into my desk and I was talking to her and I said, boy, I noticed your great Facebook postings. I said, I'm so timid. I really don't know how to do it so well. And I just sort of looked at that. And a week ago, she called me just to see how I was doing and how's everything going. She goes, I remember you said you needed some help with Facebook postings. Why don't we put something on the schedule? She and I are meeting tomorrow at the Market Center. So thank you, Irene. That was so sweet of you to call, first of all, to see how I was doing, and second of all, to come from contribution like that. It was so kind of you. Thank you.
Very cool. Good stuff, Irene. Very good. Well done. Good. Thank you, Karen. Who else? What are you grateful for? Want to throw some gratitude at somebody?
I'll jump in off of that and say I'm thankful for Irene as well. I'm transitioning out of my listing manager position and she's making it so easy for me to transition out, and I appreciate her so much. And I know our clients are going to be in great hands, and she's just a wonderful addition.
That's 2 for Irene, 2 checks.
Thank
Irene.
you
All right, who else
both.
says Irene? No, I'm good. Very good. Thanks, Catherine. Rick, what you got?
I was gonna say I'm grateful for Gara. When we come back in the office and walk through that front door, and Gara always says "Welcome back." It's just a nice, warm feeling, and I really, Gara, I'm glad you're at the front desk. I'm glad we get to see you every day.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you, Rick. I'm glad to see you too.
Nice. What a good person. We love Gara. Very, very smart girl up there. Good. Who else? Anybody else? Gratitude? Show some love.
I want to show some love to Casey. I joined her PC program, and so it's not just for, her coaching program is not just for new agents, it's for existing agents as well. And we had a one-on-one last week and just sat down and went through and wrote out a GPS for me for the rest of the year. And it was like very eye-opening, like mind-blowing, like I feel like I could conquer the world. So thank you, Casey.
Awesome. Thanks, Janice. I love that. I love being able to
Nice
help.
work. Very good. Very cool. Let's do one more. I like these gratitudes. Who has gratitude they want to share?
I got one. I'm grateful for Rick for helping me out in my start with real estate, holding my hand through everything and teaching me his ways. So thankful for Rick.
Beautiful. We love that. Well done, Rick. Yeah, Claire's new. She's on Rick's team and they're cruising along. Good stuff. Look at you, Gary. You're reading my mind. You're on fire. All right, so paint the town red. So we all know listing inventory is slim, and we want to be the first to know about the listings that we have come up. And listings are the lifeblood of our business in this industry. So who has a listing that they want to share? Give us like the 20 or 30-second condensed version, location, price, and then we can hopefully find a buyer for you. Who has a listing they have coming up? I know we do. I know we have lots coming through. I see them. Yeah, Rick, go ahead.
I've got a couple. I've got a condo in Beechwood in the Fairmount Court coming on in, I think it's going to be coming soon on May 3rd, active on May 7th, and it's going to be listed for $340,000. I've also got a house in South Euclid on Bayard. That's going to be 125, and our target date, he's doing some repairs. Our target date is May 1 for that one. That one's not a coming soon, so we could get you, probably sneak you guys in before if you guys need to, since that's not listed as a coming soon.
Beautiful. Thank you, Rick. Thanks for sharing that. Who else has listings coming up? Catherine wants a sneak peek, Rick, or a snuck. She wants to be snuck in. Who else has listings? Where are they at? What cities are your listings in?
We
Who has
have
stuff
two
coming up?
coming in Garfield Heights, roughly around the 125, 130 range. One is 125, the other is 130. We have one in Seville for 165. We have a couple coming in Cam's Corner as well. So if anyone's interested, let me know. We're not quite ready for those, but they're coming within the next couple weeks. So
Nice. Good, Stacy. Stacy, and I see your business is spreading out further. I noticed it on Instagram when you guys do your just sold and listed posts. Looks like you guys are spreading out, which is cool. It's cool to see. Kathleen, it looks like your hand was up. What do you have going on?
I got a couple listings. I have a 4-bedroom, 2-bath in Twinsburg, closer to Remindersville. It's a colonial built by Ryan Homes. It's going to be listed at $255. It's going to be a steal. The second one is going to be Pepper Pike on Creekside. Nice home in Pepper Pike. We're right around the 400 on that one, and that's another 4-bedroom home with 3 full baths. Beautiful property, great street. That's going to be a coming soon coming up. And then I'm still working on my condo in Tanglewood. So that's it for right now.
Nice.
Thank you.
And you had the listing in Twinsburg. Who was it that posted? Was it Mike Lane that had, it was 100 showings scheduled on the listing? Was it you, Mike Lane? Is that Twinsburg? You're muted if you want to.
Yeah, it was me. I thought it was really nice that the agent told me that.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
mean, that was like really nice for her, but she's double and quadrupling every 15 minutes. So I don't know. I told her, I'm like, I think you should call the Twinsburg police. I think you're going to have a problem like maintaining traffic control. She's like, it's the market, Mike Lean. I'm like, hey, I know, but man, that's going to be a mess. Going to be a
The
mess.
the listings on White Marsh, right?
And that was
Right.
yesterday. I don't know how many more she's double booked at this point.
Crazy.
She said,
Yeah.
and she said, well, you know, my seller, I go, aren't you a little worried about the Cocorona? And she said, no, my seller's going to go into a hotel on Friday and stay till Monday when I present all of the offers. I'm like, well, God bless you. I'm sure you're going to have a million. I'm sure my buyer's not going to be willing to pay $50,000 more.
Yeah,
They're just
man,
not.
listings. Yeah, listings. We need listings because that's insane. Yeah, you're gonna make your sellers happy for sure. Who else has? Let's do a couple more. Who else has listings? What's coming up?
I'm gonna have a couple coming up. One Menor on the Lake in a couple weeks. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It'll be like in the 150 range. And then also North Willoughby, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. In a couple weeks, going to be hitting the market. That's a 3-bed, 1 bath. So if anyone's looking on the east side there.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Roxenis. Anybody? Going once, going twice, and we're moving on. Okay, cool. So next, I believe we're talking about Red Day. So who knows? So what is Red Day? Who can share what Red Day is? Who's super passionate about it? They want to give us the lowdown.
I guess I could say, in short, it's a day of giving that we give back to the communities that we work and live in. Yeah, that's this brief version.
On a
Yeah.
national scale. Yeah.
So go ahead, Janice. What is it? Why else do you like it?
Actually, Red Day was one of the reasons why I chose Keller Williams, to be honest. Besides God Family, business. But Red Day was important to me because of community service. And it's just a day where nationally, like everyone stops and does something in their community from a KW standpoint, which makes a big impact.
Yeah, I love it. So it's a day the entire Keller Williams Realty International shuts down. So, whatever, we're even 180,000 agents around the country literally stop what they're doing. They stop in their tracks. Everybody goes and it gives back to the communities that they live in. It's really cool. It's a great event. So we're gonna watch a quick video, and then if Stacy or Kathleen, one of you guys want to jump on and talk about what we're doing specifically as the market center this year, you can talk about what we're doing. Gary, can you play that? Will that play on here? You might need volume there, Gary. I can't hear that. I don't know if anybody else can.
Is that good?
Yeah. That's us, by the way, right? Isn't that us?
Yep.
Is this the video we're in? Yeah. That's us.
Amazing.
Okay, go next. Yeah, so apologize for the audio there, but that's the National Keller Williams, I don't know whatever they call it, kind of pump up video, and we're in that 2 or 3 times from last year's Red Day. However, they got our footage in there, they put us into the national thing. So that's pretty cool to see that. So who wants to talk about what we're doing this year? Stacy, Kathleen, you guys are leading the committee for Red Day. Does anybody want to jump on and explain what we're doing this year?
Stacy, I guess I'll go first. I'll have Stacy go in if I forget something, okay? So here's our flyer of the Red Day. So we thought giving back to the community, but also giving back and helping our clients with a free collection of like recycling, food donation, expired medicine packets we're going to give to our clients so they can dispose of their medicine safely. We're going to have a shredded truck here, and people can bring up to 2 boxes, banker boxes each, because it costs a lot of money, and we're paying for all this for our clients and the community to bring their stuff here so everybody knows where Keller Williams is at. And the truck's going to be out there. And then let's go back to the recycle of the electronics. 2 men in the truck volunteered and donated their truck, and they donated their time of taking these old electronics and putting it in their truck, and they're going to take it to a location. And I think it's the RET3 Job Corp. And what they do with these things is they recycle these computers and they make sure everything's off of them, clean the drives, and then they give it to the communities that are in need for computers and stuff like that. So that's really cool. The pet supply, the pet food and the supplies, we're going to have Once Upon a Canine going to be here. They're actually going to bring some pets for people to adopt, which is so cool. And they're going to be here, and any food donations can go to them. And then also the food drive. So I'm going to let you guys all know about the food drive. In the past, we have gone out to our communities that we lived in, our street that we lived on. You could do anything you want to do of collecting food on your own before this day of May 13th. And you could also send out a flyer, which is in the process of being finished. We're going to send it to everybody. You grab this flyer, you stick it on your bag, and you say, come bring your canned goods or your non-perishable food items to our office on May 13th, or we're going to make it edible for you guys, that we're going to change it so you could say, I'm going to be picking it up on May 10th. Please put it out by your door and I will pick it up. And that's how you touch with your clients throughout the year. And this is one of my touches. If you guys have any questions, you're always welcome to call Stacy and I. But Stacy, is there anything I left out?
I think the one thing we just want to make sure is that everybody knows that this is all happening at the Market Center on May 13th from 11 to 3. It's not happening at these individual places that you see sponsoring them. I think there's been some questions about where is the event and what's taking place. So we just can't store anything at the office prior to May 13th. So as Kathleen said, you can pick it up for them if they're not available that day. So just make sure that that's clear. That's all.
One more thing, all these bags, we have 1,000 bags in the back room where where the printer is. So we're gonna have instructions what to do, grab these bags and start sending them out to your peeps, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
So the general concept is we all show up, you know, at or before 11 o'clock on that Thursday, and then we'll have things we can do when we all come.
Yeah, there was a
Right.
volunteer Google sheet that went out, CJ, that people can sign up ahead of time so we know how many volunteers we have. And there was either a morning shift or an afternoon shift. So morning is going to be setup of food and donations and whatnot, and afternoon will be the same way with cleanup. So whichever, if someone's available all day, that's great. But if they only have a half a day, that's great too. We appreciate any of the help we can get.
Love it. Smart.
Also, we are doing a cookout, so please invite your peeps, your clients, your friends, people you know in the community, invite them to come to our office. We are going to have lunch provided too. So
Beautiful. And the cookout's lunch, right? It's in the middle of it, not after.
yes.
Just want to make it clear. Good. Very good. And I know we're going to have a couple options for t-shirts. Looks like you guys have an option made for jerseys, it sounds like, and then we're going to have a regular option of just a KW Living t-shirt. And we're going to have those out in the next week or so you guys can order what you want so we can get them delivered before then. Very cool.
CJ, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah. How do you find a grill that cooks all the food 6 foot apart for social distancing?
That's a good question. Kathleen, Stacy, do you want to?
I knew you'd like that.
We actually have a 6-foot grill, so that's how we're grilling. That's how the Tannenbaum team is doing our grilling. So thank you, Rick. So we have a grill ready for Rick to go.
And Rick's the BBQ king around here, so he's gonna set us up. Very good. Anything else on Red Day?
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Kathleen. I know you guys are leading the charge on that, and we appreciate you guys. And it's going to be an awesome day. So block your calendars. And if you aren't signed up on that Google sheet, you probably go in your email and search for it. And I'm sure, Gary, maybe we can send another round out of that if people haven't signed up on that, just to get it back in their faces. Yep. Beautiful. Oh, it looks like Catherine she posted in the chat if you guys want to sign up for it. And it looks like Mike Lean is doing lunch along with Rick on the grill. Do not miss. When Mike Lean says do not miss, it means do not miss. She doesn't mess around. So make it a point to get there. Great, good stuff. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna be there, and it's gonna be awesome. Very good, awesome guys. Gary, let's move it. Okay, Kathy Hughes, welcome to the Her Group, to our KW Living this week. We're super excited to have you. And you came. So Kathy was at the class yesterday. So Kathy's first week in real estate, and she was at building your business class. So Kathy got to pretty much have her head blown yesterday about what this business can turn into. So thank you for coming to that. That's cool, and we appreciate you for being there, and it's going to help your career in the long run. Very good. Okay, Casey Crawford, productivity coach Casey, do you want to take it away and talk about our April cappers?
Oh no, she is our April capper. She's our April capper.
My fault. Casey, congratulating on capping in April.
Aw, thanks.
Our productivity coach capping, very good. We appreciate that. Well done. Okay, upcoming events to come. We have the Spring into Tech panel on April 27th at 1:30. Does anybody want to talk about what is that? What's the Spring into Tech panel? Who can talk about that?
Want me to chime in with that, CJ?
Yeah, do it, Paul. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So super excited to do the Spring into Tech panel. We're going to be discussing all different the best technology apps to use. It's going to be kind of like a mastermind. This is going to be great because we're going to be in the office and also Zooming as well. Really would love to kind of blow this out of the water and have as many, have set a record maybe for people in Zoom attendance and obviously being as safe as possible in the office. But I think it's cool. I think we have some of the masterminds and the panels we've had in the past have gotten great discussions happening. And I think you're going to find super valuable information about ways to win in this, especially in this market for buyers, just using technology to leverage and kind of set yourself apart and give your clients a unique experience. I think it's going to be awesome. So really hoping to have great attendance for this. I think value-wise, it's going to be really, special for you for, gaining business this spring and summer during the busy season. So if anyone else wants to kind of add to that, please do.
Beautiful. Very good. Thank you, Paul. April 28th at 11 o'clock, Divvy with Carly Sablotny. Divvy is becoming a huge piece of business for a lot of people. Like I know Kate and my team does it. I know there's a few of you guys, other guys that are doing it. I know Carly does a ton of business with Divvy every year. So she's going to dive into what she's doing. I don't know, Carly, are you on this call? I didn't see you yet. I don't think so. That's okay. Carly is one of our newer agents. She's a big agent that joined us from Russell, and she's going to pour into you guys a little bit. So I'm excited to have her come teach. She's only been here a few months, and she's already getting up in front of the room. So very exciting. And then I'm going to be doing a class about trend graphics. We get a lot of questions about what trend graphics is, how to use it, what it looks like, how to use it to your advantage. If you want to use it in a listing presentation, or if you want to research numbers or research data in the market. It's not going to be a real specific bullet pointed, outline class. I'm going to come in and want to do more of a workshop with you guys of, what are you looking to learn out of it? And I can show you some tips of how to navigate it. I'm by no means a pro at it. I've been using it for probably 8 or 9 years for a while, but it's just the way that I've learned it is literally just by playing around with it. And so that's just what I'm going to do with you guys. And we have an office account that everybody shares. So it'd be good to have with you guys. And just a side note on events that we're doing. So everything's going to be in person. These types of trainings are going to be in person. The stakeholder meeting on Thursdays is going to be the only thing that's going to stay Zoom. These are all going to start to be in person. And if you want a Zoom option with our in-person classes, let us know. Email Garen, she'll be able to send you a link. But for the most part, our intention is that we come back in and start seeing each other's faces again. We feel that people get more out of the class. Like yesterday we did the leverage class in person. Nobody felt uncomfortable. We still remained socially distant. It ended up being great, and it was good to kind of just chat in person. So these are going to be in person with a small Zoom option if you absolutely need it. Any questions on any of those? Cool. All right, Garrett, keep it cruising. Amanda's not on the call. Amanda had a grandbaby 3 days ago. So Amanda's deep into playing grandma right now. So she is taking care of her family, which we want to make sure she's doing it. Okay, Casey, congratulations on capping.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Coach Casey, what do you have for us?
All right. So side note, Amanda does actually have her brokers forum next Wednesday at 5. So just one other thing that's going to be on our calendar. So make sure those have been a huge hit. I know a ton of you guys love attending that. So make sure you're attending if you'd like to do that. And then generally in terms of coaching, so last week I taught a class on the MREA lead generation model. So I just kind of want to recap that a little bit for you. Generally speaking, so the lead generation model is more so based around just loading your database with leads. The one thing that you should be doing is building your database and getting as many people into there as you possibly can. The reason for that is more so because what happens inherently when you dive into your business is that a lot of agents focus on less leads and converting those leads at a higher level than basically working with numbers. So at this point, when you have generally speaking, for every 6 people that you have, 6 contacts you have in your database, one of those will turn into either a referral or a client at some point. So at this point, it's more of just like a numbers game. So how can you work on getting as many people into your database as you possibly can so you don't have to focus so much on conversion if you're using like command and follow-up systems, how you should be. So 4 main ways that you can get business. Obviously, your sphere of influence is going to be the majority of your business. That just ends up being about 80% of what your database consists of right off the bat. You don't even necessarily have to call per se, just reaching out to people, building relationships, forwarding them, making sure you're having conversations. People work with people that they trust and people that they like. So making sure that you're just consistently touching base with people in your sphere is really important. And also making sure that you're actually adding them into your database and putting them on smart plans so that you're actively following up with them. Another way is social media, making sure that you're at least posting like once a day, rule of thumb. It doesn't always have to be real estate related, at least maybe like 2 or 3 a week real estate related, but just staying relevant and in front of people, because they're just inherently going to end up seeing you on social media and realizing that you are like a local market expert and someone to go to for their real estate needs. Another is open houses. That is a really, really great way to get buyer and seller leads. And we've kind of touched base on that a lot during the buyer and seller boot camps that we've had over the past weeks. Side note with that, I do want to mention, I posted yesterday, if anyone has any active listings that you'd be open to agents in the market center doing ads for and holding open houses for, that would be really, really helpful for a lot of the newer agents that are trying to do open houses. So if you have anything active that you're open to agents doing those things for your listing, please let us know. It would be really nice for them to be able to do that and get some experience. And then the last way is generally mail outs. Rule of thumb for mail outs, that's probably going to be the one way, the one technique that typically takes the longest in terms of getting leads or getting contacts back, just because it usually takes on average like 4 to 6 mail outs for someone to start recognizing your face and not just like throwing a mail out in the trash. You want to be consistent with it. So if you're doing mail outs, that's a really big thing, is consistency. And really just honing in too on focus on a few things. Don't try to like lead generate in like 10 different ways, because you're absolutely going to spread yourself way too thin. Pick like 2 to 4 things that you want to be doing actively and at a really high level, and make sure that you're incorporating that into your time blocking schedule. So there's that. But in addition to that, if anyone has any questions about coaching, or if you have any interest and want to schedule a one-on-one, I'd be happy to schedule a meeting with you and kind of share with you a little bit more about what we do in the coaching program too.
Very good. Okay, let's move in. Paul Rexenis, I believe you're up. You want to give us a quick update in tech? What's going on? And do you want to tell them what we're maybe potentially our pivot and focus of what we're going to start looking at a little deeper?
Yeah, absolutely. That's Casey, that was a great kind of coaching tips there. So yeah, just a quick tech update. We're kind of pivoting more into, as we're all getting a little more accustomed to Command and getting better, and how Command's getting better as a platform. We're kind of going to be switching our kind of Command 101 classes to be more so on making everyone here more effective, right? So your database is in there, and we're going to be a lot of smart plan training and coaching in classes. And also I'm going to make myself available for like individual one-on-ones to get automation, smart plans working to touch your database and your sphere of influence, you know, with emails and text. So we're kind of going to be pivoting into that. And I think it's going to be really, really valuable for all of us. And just want to, again, touch on next week. There's that tech panel to mark that on your calendar Tuesday, and also April 29th is the trend graphics for CJ. So highly recommend those two for sure. But excited about these changes coming up, getting us all better into more like automation, you know, making ourselves more effective.
Yeah. So what we found, so we dug into a little bit. You can unshare that, or unshare the screen real quick, Garrett. So we dug into it a little bit. We found that, and I might butcher this number a little bit, on average, each agent in this market center has on average about 240 contacts in their Command database. But what we found is almost no one has smart plans. So we have people in the database, we're just not really doing anything with them, or at least there's no automation. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have Paul start to dive into, like, okay, obviously, number one, if you don't have people in your database, get them in there, and he's going to help you get people in there. And then once they're in there, he's going to help you put them all in a plan so you can automate some of your business a little bit more, so you don't have to manually be doing every single piece of it. So just an added piece of leverage and technology for you guys to do it, because there's only a few people doing smart plans. And so our goal is to get that number up, because it's only going to help you guys make more sales. Cool. All right, Garrett, let's keep it rolling. Okay, Janelle Kiefer, the powerful Janelle, what do you got for us today?
I don't know that. This is kind of a weird shameless plug, but I have to tell you guys, I was just on another team meeting with people from the MLS. So I am going to interview the president and CEO of MLS Now on Tuesday's edition of Tenacious J. It was really amazing of what actually is kosher with coming soons, regulations, people being fined. So if you have any questions about what you can and cannot do when things are on the MLS, let me know and I can ask him. But I think this is something that you don't want to miss if you ever have a question. You'd be very surprised. He even said to some of the agents who really, cross their T's and dot their I's, oh, you would totally be fined for that. But since you didn't know, we won't fine you for that. So that's Tuesday, 9:30. If you have any questions that you've been itching to ask, and I know there's so much out there, shoot me an email and I'll ask it. And if you don't watch it, I'll bring the information, in a couple of weeks.
Very good. Thank you, Janelle. Yeah, that'll be interesting. What's the date on that one more time?
It's this Tuesday coming up, the 27th at 9:30 Facebook Live. But again, it's on there for about a week.
You'll record it. Very good. Beautiful. All right, Garrett, what do we have? All right, Renee from America's Preferred Home Warranty.
Yeah,
What's
hey,
going on,
everybody.
Renee?
So actually, Janelle and I were on that same call. So yeah, that is a really important class to do, and it's going to make you guys think for the agents that are only getting pictures versus the agents that are getting pictures and videos, because they had a really good thing to talk about with the videos and how they can be used for the coming soon. So that was awesome. I actually talked more in depth with a videographer about that yesterday. But for me at APHW, guys, just please make sure that when you are doing your listing warranties for your seller, that you guys are sending in those orders. I'm getting a lot of calls from people that just haven't placed the order yet and their sellers need coverage. And that's what we're there to help with, to get your sellers covered, to get them to closing, to hold that deal together, to help pay for things that break down before it actually went to closing. But I need that order to do it. So if you have any questions on how to place orders with me, please feel free to reach out. You guys know how to reach me and I'm happy to help. Thanks for having me.
Great. Thanks, Renee. Much appreciated. All right, Chris, are you on the call for a Liberty Mutual update?
I am. How are you guys doing?
What's up, Chris?
Not much. So, yeah, been super busy. Thanks to you guys. Just wanted to say a quick thanks to one in particular agent, Laura Murata. Over the past 10 days, I think she's sent about 6 leads, all high quality referrals, which just amazing job by Laura. So just want to give her a quick shout out. Also, one quick thing that I just want to bring up now with summertime coming up, it's been coming up a lot with a lot of referrals and clients and whatnot. Want to make sure everyone's aware that we can help your clients and referrals with all of their miscellaneous type insurances home. So motorcycle, boat, these things of that nature, even pet insurance that came up a couple of times as well. A lot of people don't even realize that we offer it, but we have outstanding coverage and prices for pet insurance as well. So just want to make sure everyone knows about it. And if anyone ever has any questions, if they need me, feel free to call, text, email me, Facebook me. I'm always here to help.
Beautiful. Thank you, Chris.
You got it.
And thank you to all of our sponsors. We appreciate all of you guys. Okay, so we're going to continue to talk about a couple of these things of how to stay into the know and what we have going on. So number one, the KW Agents Guide. If you ever have any information about or any questions about Command, the calendar, our E&O, our PG manual, I mean, literally there's a ton of information on there. Like if you have a question about anything, I would start there. And then number two, we do have all the events that we have going on in our market center, in our KW Living calendar. And I actually want to show you guys real quick of just what that looks like if you guys don't use it. I'm going to share my screen here really quickly. And Gary, I know this wasn't planned, but it's something I was thinking about earlier. So if you ever aren't sure of like, where's a link, how do I find something? What do I do with it? Can you guys all see my calendar here? So I'm in just literally Google Calendar right now. And down in the bottom left here, do you see how it says KW Living Calendar? So you can toggle whether you want that on or off. If you guys see our region, our Keller Williams, Michigan, Northern Ohio region does the same thing. That's actually where we got the idea from, and we found that it works so good. So you can literally toggle that on and off, or if you have your own calendar, you can toggle that. Because like how busy my calendar is, toggle that on and off. And once you have it on, so if you click on the stakeholder meeting, and it literally shows you the Zoom link right there. So it's that easy to get that onto your calendar. And I'm sure there's instructions if you guys don't have that access to that. And then if you like, I use it on my iCalendar as well. So on my Mac, I use that calendar most of the time, and so it's on there same way. So it makes it super easy for you guys So you never have to search for anything that what's going on. You literally can just jump in your calendar and toggle whether you want to see it or not. So again, our goal is to make it as easy as possible for you guys to find out what we have happening in the market center. Okay, Garrett, let's
need a time blocking class.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
If you don't have access to the calendar, you can email me and I can invite you to get access to it.
Yeah, so email Garrett. Garrett, what's your email?
kwliving@kw.com.
Very good. Paul, what were you going to say?
Oh, we need a time blocking class from the master himself.
Oh, I'll do it. Yeah, it's today I had I stayed at home today because my landscaper was supposed to come and give me a quote and a couple of things in my house, and he canceled on me. And I was like, I changed my whole day around, and his reschedule was, well, I'll call you next week. And I was like, hey, but you guys know me. I don't work that way. I don't work at hey, maybe one day I'll stop by. I need a day and a time, a specific location where we're meeting, how we're doing it. So someone's got to teach him some time blocking skills. All right, Garrett, let's get it back on it. And we're almost done here. Okay, so we all know if you have a question in the office, start here. So start at our helpline, which is 440-494-6849. Garrett, unshare real quick. How many of you guys have that number saved in your phone as helpline? Yeah, if you don't, Gary, go back to the screen, and I want you guys all to type this into your phone right now. Literally put helpline, where if you have a question, so that where it says start here, I would love if you guys can plug that right into your phone. And so next time that you have a question, or if you're driving in your car, or you leave an appointment, or you're headed to an appointment, literally start there with where your question should go to. And that phone, if you call that number, it rings the entire ALC. And whoever's available at that time from the ALC is gracious enough to pick up their phone and lend you a hand. So 440-494-6849. Save it in your phone, helpline, or whatever you want to call it that you remember it. Then obviously those are the rest of the people to call if you guys have any questions. And I'm right now obviously helping out Kate while she's out on maternity. Or if you want to grow your team or your downline, you can give me a shout. Okay, Gary, let's keep it moving. As always, we want to talk about the do not call list. And this includes phone calls and text messages. And just be very aware that don't send any robo messages. So don't record a message and send it out to a lot of people. That seems to be where most of the potential trouble is coming from those. So just a reminder. Okay, so April Cash Dash. So our co-bro competition. If you guys remember, about a month ago, I announced that we're going to have a competition. You can unshare it, Gara. A competition among all of our agents of a first place, second place, and third place, each get a cash prize. And you guys are doing awesome, by the way. I'm getting a ton of referrals, and I looked at the number earlier and I forget what it is. We've gotten 32 referrals so far for the month. So we're actually going to extend it into May. Because what's happening is it turns out when you're a team leader, OP, and run a team, your calendar gets fairly busy. And so what I'm finding is that when I call people and I schedule an appointment with them 2 weeks out, they're more likely to cancel. And so I'm attempting to call them and set an appointment for the next day or two, and they're less likely to cancel on me. And so I have a huge queue of agents that I need to call. And so it's difficult for me to call them and set an appointment in the next few days. So we're going to extend this because I want to make this as fair as possible for you guys. So we're going to keep the prizes going. We're going to keep the contest going another month. And so if you have a co-broke or someone that you've done a deal with, or someone that you think would be a great fit in our office, or someone who potentially needs help in their business, someone who may need a productivity coach like Casey, whatever that may be, someone who's at a point in their business where they need leverage, anything like that, and you think they would be a good fit in our office, refer them over, send an email to Garrett. You can copy me on it if you want. We're going to add them to our list, and then we're going to keep the contest going. So remember, the contest is $400 for first place prize, $200 for second place, and $100 for third place. The person who sends me the most referrals, and we set an appointment with referral, is going to win that first, second, or third place prize. So we're cruising, we're getting appointments, and we're rocking and rolling. Coming up on the call next week, we'll give you guys an update on that list of where we're at with everything. So an update on who's in first, second, and third place. We want to give it a little time to breathe so you guys all have time to send in your referrals. Any thoughts or any questions on that cash dash of what it is and why we're doing it? Okay, yeah, and remember, it's the goal is to help you guys build your profit share and your downline. right? So let me do the heavy lifting. Let me meet with them. You guys don't have to. You don't have to be the person to call them. All you have to literally do is send me a name and a phone number. You don't even have to give me an introduction. You don't have to tell them that I'm calling them. My job as team leader or interim team leader is to call them and set a time to meet with them and tell them why we're the best. And by the way, I honestly think that, like, for me, when I sit down and meet with somebody, I think they're a moron if they don't come to our office, because I honestly think we're the best place for someone to come and help them and help their business. So that's just my 2 cents on it. Okay, well, very good. So keep those referrals coming. We're setting appointments with them. We're going, like I said, we'll give you guys an update at our next meeting of where we're at and who's pulling ahead in the contest there. What else do we have? Anything else, Gara?
Nope, that's all.
Okay, so we're about 13 minutes early, so you have 13 minutes extra in your day to go find a listing or go meet with somebody or go make someone's life better in some way. Does anybody have anything they want to end with before we head out?
That was pretty powerful. That was good.
All right, guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Hopefully we can put those snow shovels away and get some sunshine this weekend. And we'll see you guys soon. Let me know if you guys need anything. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.